The Business Innovation and Investment Provisional Subclass 188 visa allows you to own and manage a business in Australia, conduct business and investment activity in Australia, or undertake entrepreneurial activities in Australia. This visa is for people who have a successful business or investment career and have a genuine and realistic commitment to be involved in investing or business in Australia. This visa is a state-nominated 4-year provisional visa that is a pathway to the Business Innovation and Investment Subclass 888 Permanent Residency Visa. In this video series, we will look at the 5 visa streams available under this provisional visa subclass in detail so as to help you understand what the visa is about and what getting it involves. Hi, I'm Buki Adelaja. I'm the founder of UNRO Education and the presenter of UNRO's videos, and you're watching another episode on the UNRO channel. On this channel, we'll provide you with all the information you need about studying, living, as well as working in Australia without you having to pay costly consultant fees, no matter where you are in the world. Our mission is to make your life easier by being your go-to destination for up-to-date information about studying, living, and working in Australia. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Also, click the bell icon so that you don't miss out on our new videos when they're released. For the Business Innovation and Investment Provisional Visa, you have a choice of 5 streams. The Business Innovation stream is for those interested in owning and managing a new or existing business in Australia. The Business Investor stream is for investors or business owners looking to invest in Treasury Corporation bonds. We also have the Significant Investor stream is for those interested in making a significant compliant investment in Australia, as well as the Premium Investor stream, which is available at the invitation of the Australian government only with potential recipients nominated by Austrade. It is for highly talented and entrepreneurial individuals who can deliver long-term economic benefit to the country. The Entrepreneur stream is for those who have an innovative business ready to be commercialized in Australia. In this video, we'll be looking at the first one, which is the Business Innovation stream. With the Business Innovation stream visa, you can operate a new or existing business in Australia. You can stay in Australia for up to 4 years and 3 months. You can bring eligible members of your family with you, and you can apply for a permanent Business Innovation Investment Visa Subclass 888s under the Business Innovation stream. First of all, let's look at the requirements. You must be nominated by an Australian state or territory government or agency before being invited to apply for this visa. The state or territory government agency that nominates you must not withdraw their nomination after you apply, or the Department of Home Affairs will be unable to grant you a visa. You must have business ownership for 2 out of the 4 fiscal years immediately before you receive an invitation to apply. You must have had an ownership stake in 1 or 2 businesses that had at least 500,000 Australian dollars turnover in each of those 2 years. If your business provides professional, technical, or trade services, you must have spent less than half your time providing those services rather than general management of the business. Another requirement is that you must own personal and business assets of at least 800,000 Australian dollars. When you are invited to apply for this visa, you or your partner, or you and your partner combined, must have total net business and personal assets of at least 800,000 Australian dollars. Your funds must be available to transfer to Australia within 2 years of the Department of Home Affairs granting the visa. Also, you must score at least 65 points on the points test. You can get points for many reasons, and this includes things like your age, English language ability qualifications, business experience, net personal and business assets, business turnover, innovation, and special endorsement. You must also have a successful business career and a genuine desire to continuously own and manage a business in Australia. You will not receive an invitation if you are age 55 or older at the time of the of the invitation to apply for this visa. If you are older, a state or territory might invite you to apply for this visa if your business will be of exceptional economic benefit to Australia. You and your partner must have had no history of involvement in business or investment activities that are of a nature that is not generally acceptable in Australia. You must also have functional English. All applicants aged 18 or over at the time of application must either have at least functional English, or you will be asked to pay the second installment of the visa application charge. You must meet the health requirements. You and your family members who apply for the visa with you must meet the health requirements. Family members who are not coming to Australia might also have to meet the department's health requirements. You also need to meet the character requirements. So you and your family members aged 16 years and over who apply for the visa with you must meet the character requirements. So family members who are not coming to Australia must also have to meet the department's character requirements. Another criteria for this visa stream is that you must also sign the Australian Value Statement. If you and your family members who have applied for the visa are 18 years of age or older at the time of the application, you and your family members must have read or had explained to you the Life in Australia book, and also sign an Australian Value Statement that confirms that you will respect the Australian way of life and obey Australian laws. You must also have no debt to the Australian government. If you or any family members owe the Australian government money, you or they must have paid it back or have an approved arrangement in place to pay it back. You must also not have had a visa cancelled or a previous application refused. You might not be eligible for this visa if you have had a visa cancelled or refused while you were in Australia. So how long can you stay on this visa? This is a provisional visa. So you can stay in Australia for up to 4 years and 3 months. If you applied before the 1st of July 2015, you can stay for up to 4 years. The visa is granted with multiple entry, which means that you can leave and re-enter Australia as many times as you want while the visa is valid, and the visa starts on the date the Department of Home Affairs grants it. Are you intending to stay longer on this visa? This is a provisional visa. You must apply for a new visa if you want to stay longer. Once you have this visa, you can apply for permanent residence through the Business Innovation and Investment Permanent Visa Subclass 888 Business Innovation Stream if some requirements are met. If you apply for a Business Innovation and Investment Provisional Visa Subclass 188 in the Business Innovation Stream before 1st of July 2015, you will be eligible to apply for a Subclass 888 Permanent Business Innovation and Investment Permanent Visa Subclass 888 in the Business Innovation Stream after 3 years and 11 months. If you need more time to apply for the permanent residence, you can apply for a new Business Innovation and Investment Provisional Visa in the Significant Investor Business Innovation Extension Stream. If granted, you will be able to travel to, enter and remain in Australia for 6 years after the date of the grant of the original Business Innovation and Investment Provisional Visa Subclass 188 in the Business Innovation Stream. You can only extend it once, apply for and be granted this visa once. You can include family members in your application when you apply. You can also add dependent children to your application at any time before the department decides on your application. Family members who apply for the visa must also meet the department's health and character requirements. In order for the primary applicant to be granted this visa, family members who are not coming to Australia must also meet the character requirements and might have to meet the health requirements as well. To work out what your visa will cost, you need to use the visa pricing estimator on the Department of Home Affairs website. Note that the estimator does not take into account the second installment or other costs for this visa. You might also have to pay other costs for health checks, police certificates, and biometrics. So how or from where do you apply? You can be in or outside Australia when you apply for the visa and when the department decides on your application, but not in immigration clearance. There are no standard processing time frames for this stream. Your application might take longer to process if you do not complete the form correctly, or you don't include all the documents that the department will need, or they need more information from you, or it takes the department's time to verify your information that you've given to them. Your obligations under this visa for you and your family members who are part of your application is that you must comply with all the visa conditions and Australian laws. You must also meet certain business obligations and obey Australian workplace laws. You must also meet your business obligations under this visa. So under this visa, you must have a substantial ownership stake in a business in Australia. You must take part in its day-to-day management at a senior level in the business. You must do at least one of these things. You must add to commercial activity and competitiveness within the Australian economy. You must develop business links with international markets, as well as employ people in Australia, export Australian goods, introduce a new or improved technology, or produce goods or services that Australia would otherwise import. You must also follow Australian workplace laws. All workers in Australia, including visa holders, have rights and protections at work. Pay rates and workplace conditions are set by Australian law. You must meet workplace laws when operating your business in Australia. The Pay and Conditions Tool Pact can help you with pay rates, shift calculations, leave arrangements and notice, redundancy entitlements. With regards to adequate health insurance, it's recommended you take out health insurance to cover any unforeseen medical treatment you might need in Australia. You are personally liable for all your healthcare costs while you are in Australia on this visa. Insurance can help limit your financial liability. On the issue of travel, you can travel outside Australia and return as many times as you want while the visa is still valid. Note that the time you spend outside Australia does not extend this visa. So this brings us to the end of the first video in this series. Do watch out for the other videos on other business innovation visa streams. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Also click the bell icon to find out when new videos are released. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.